Hey guys, how y'all doing? Mr. Buckley here. Happy to be making this video. Get to wear my hoodie today. Hope you're comfortable where you are. Today's video is about a hero image. So hero image is a big banner image across the top of a website. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to put text on top of the image so that it looks cool. Alright, so the things I'll be covering here. A little bit about copyright. So we're going to use images that are free to use. If you haven't done the copyright lesson, then do that first before you do this. Link for that is in the description. And then we're going to go over what a hero image is, why to use it, and then make our hero image, and then we'll put some text over top. Okay, so here's a little blog post I found. I'll put the link as well in the description. Everything I use will be in there. So hero images. Here are some examples of hero images on websites. You can see that it kind of sets the vibe for what the website is going to be about. It tells us a little bit about the brand and the general emotions associated with the website. Here's a picture of a wireframe with a hero image banner at the top. So why use a hero image? Basically, you're going to catch the user's eye, catch the visitor's attention, and draw them in. And a couple things to watch out for is to be wary of large image sizes. I'm going to show you how to make an image compressed so that it loads quickly. Basically, you want to keep things under like half a megabyte is a pretty good rule of thumb. And then take a step back and take a look if the image adds value to your site or not, and go from there. Okay, so let's go to this site called Pexels.com. Pexels.com is a great photography site where people post free photos that we can use. So go ahead and type that in, Pexels, Pexels.com. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit and find an image that inspires me. That's how we're going to theme our websites today, is off the image that we find that we think is cool. Already, I really like this mountain image right here. I think I'm going to use it. Let's do this. Free download. Okay, image has been downloaded. Now, I'm going to use this editor called Photopea. It's a free online bare bones version of Photoshop, photopea.com. We're going to crop the image and get a few colors off the image to use in our design. So let's go ahead and drag the image file over here into Photopea and load it up. Another way you can get an image into Photopea is you go to File, Open, and then you go to your downloads or wherever you saved your image, and you click on it, and then it will upload. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this image. Cropping is just resizing it so that it will fit better across the top of my screen. So let's see. I think I'm going to keep this little church, and then I'm going to put it in one of the corners here. So let's see if I crop it like this, if that'll be good enough. Maybe I'll make this a little bigger. A little bit of rule of thirds. Put the focal point in the third of the image for you art and photo people out there. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Go ahead and hit the check mark. Yes, I like it. Okay, now before I save the image, I'm going to get a few colors off of this image so that I can use it throughout my website. First color I'm going to get is this, I love this glowy color, this kind of orange over here. Yeah, something like that. This orangey pink color. There's the hex code. I just clicked on the color over here on the bottom left, and I can copy the hex code. I already have a REPL fired up. Delete. It's from when I was trying stuff out earlier. style.css. I'll go ahead and save that as like a heading color. So for H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6, we're gonna use this pink color. All right, let's get a few more. We can get that blue color, obviously a theme for this picture. Eyedropper tool, get this blue color. I think I like the light blue. Maybe I'll get the light blue and the dark blue. Okay, just grabbing these over. Text color is going to be a light blue throughout the site. Okay, and finally I'll get a dark blue color for the background. I think that'll look cool. Background. Okay, it's a cool little background color. I already know at the body I'm going to have to tell the margin around the sides to be 0. Sometimes there's a little white space by default. Okay, now let's add a little bit of text just to see how it looks. H1, this is my site. My son is watching Frozen 2 today, and this picture looks like that movie. No joke, he was watching it like 2 hours ago. I like the colors. Gonna keep it. Cut and print. Okay, let's go ahead and get a font before we do anything else. Fonts.google.com. Google Fonts changed their site, so I like the new Google Fonts. So when you visit Google Fonts, you might click this, check out the new Google Fonts link, so you can see what I could see. Otherwise, you can do it the same way you have before. Let's see. Let's find a font. Just kind of scroll down a bit till we like it. Sure, this one works. Crimson text. Select the style. Embed. Import. Copy. Put it at the top of my CSS. Boom. Then let's get the font family so that it will affect the entire site. Beautiful. All right. Let's check a main tag around these. Elements here. Indent them. That way I can tell the main tag to have a max width of like 1200 pixels and a padding of 16 and also a margin of like 0 auto. What that's going to do is it's going to center all my content and provide equal spacing on either side. That's what this auto thing means for the left and right sides. And then 0 means the top and bottom doesn't have any margin. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Full screen, I kind of like it. Okay, now let's get the picture in there. So we're going to make an image tag, source, we'll leave it blank, and then we know the width is going to have to be 100% so it goes all the way across. Let's go ahead and download this image. So back in Photopea, I'm going to do File, Export as JPEG. JPEG is a compressing file type. PNG and GIF are much larger, so we're going to use JPEG for the web. Quality 70%, sure, sounds fine. Yeah, it's 300 kilobytes. That's on the large side, but it's our hero image. We're gonna run with it. Okay, then I can just click and drag this image file into my REPL and rename it. frozen. Frozen.jpg. That's what I put in the source. Frozen.jpg. Nice. I like it. Let's go ahead and center these H1 and H2 tags. Text align, center. Okay. So that's what the site's going to look like. Now I'm going to put some inspiring text here in the middle of the hero image that goes over top. I'll show you how to center it vertically and horizontally. So around this image tag, we're going to put a header tag. And then we're also going to make an H1 with an ID of hero-text. This is the text that's going to go on top of the image. Something inspiring. The cold never bothered me anyway. Let's italicize it for good measure. Put a little I tag around it. Yeah, that'll look great. Okay, now I gotta move it so that it goes on top of the image here. Let's go ahead and make it an H2 tag, a little bit smaller. Just kind of making this up as I go. Okay, now a couple things in the style that we'll need. We're gonna have to tell the header to have this thing called position relative. Okay, now what that means, well, I'll tell you later after I add the hashtag hero text and tell it to be position absolute. Top 0. Left also 0. Okay, so what this stuff means here, position absolute takes the element, so in this case hero text, out of the vertical flow of the website. You know how things go from top to bottom? It's going to put it on top instead, so that it goes on top of whatever is above it. Position relative is what we put on the parent element. Okay, so what I mean by that is, if I inspect, header is directly the parent of the image element. So the position absolute is going to move it to whatever is the closest parent with position relative. I know this may sound confusing. Just put this stuff in your CSS. We'll go over this more later as well. Alternatively, you can also look up W3 Schools position and learn a little bit more there. W3 Schools position. Okay. So last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to center this text within the header. So I'm going to tell the top and the left sides to have to move in 50%, and that moves it all the way over here. So I have to kind of adjust it a bit so that it goes in the center. So to adjust it, the CSS property is transform, and then translate. Then I'm going to do -50% and another -50% to make it go back into the middle. And then last thing I'm going to do is remove any margins on the header so that it goes smack dab in the middle. Boom, there it is. Okay, there's my little hero image site, kind of eye-catching. So you can take this and make your assignment. Link to that is in the description. And good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.